Hey guys, how are you guys doing? I don't even know how to vlog anymore. Did I ever though, really? So I am just jumping on here. We are officially in January 2023. It is January 16th. And it had been so long since I actively vlogged or made a conscious choice to vlog that I couldn't even remember where we left off at last. But last we left off, we had gone to San Antonio to celebrate Thanksgiving. Right after that was my daughter's birthday and my husband's birthday. We had a fun little get together for her. It was really, really fun, and it was cute to see her and her friends and how they interacted, and just, you know, they're like little young women now. Mia turned 14, and that was fun. And then we went into the holidays. Josh came home. Don't ruin his piece.
That's big dog right there, big dog. You know the spot. This ain't your first rodeo.
It's now.
Is it?
Yeah.
And just having him home, he just went back to San Antonio a few days ago. But I got to have him for a big chunk of December and, you know, like half of January. So definitely feeling like I'm missing the piece of me now. It's always a good time when he's here, and always just fun and relaxing. He's pretty chill. So he's just happy with having good meals and having fun family movie nights and stuff like that. We also celebrated Christmas with my family and stuff like that. My husband's cousins moved here from California, and I think you saw them in the last vlog, just really briefly, but we've been enjoying their company, and it's been so nice to have my husband's cousins here from California. It's just really nice to have a piece of his heart and his family here. It's definitely been like a new breath of fresh air for us to have them in our lives. And then we just been kind of right after the holidays. My grandmother passed away. We just had her services this past weekend, and it was very beautiful. It was very sad, of course, you know, but it was also something that she had been suffering for a while, and there was also like a sense of relief. But I am going to be putting clips in from December right after this, just like a quick little like mashup of all the things we did in December, because before my grandmother's Alzheimer's had set in, I was able to record her when she was still of sound mind and stuff like that, and remembered and could speak. And I was so grateful I had that footage to be able to share with my dad and my uncle, because for the last couple years it was very hard watching Alzheimer's take over my grandmother, and you forget sometimes when you're in the thick of it of who that person might have been or who they were. And to be able to have that for them was really great. But oh, my dad's here. So I'm gonna post in some of those videos of what we did, and then we will jump back in here because we are gonna take my dad and Mia to the museum. I gotta go. We spent a lot of our December at the property. We worked on upgrading things and cleaning things up. We also relaxed a lot. We had a friend, actually the realtor that helped us get this property, her fiance does fencing, so he built this fence, and we just hung out with family a lot at the property. Gotta keep shaking it, Dad.
I am. There's something popping there. It's getting bigger.
Is it burning?
It's big. My gloves are getting hot, so
Oh, okay, sorry. I'm like, come on, mister.
I know it's getting hot.
Honestly, being at the property is just so relaxing, and it's just so cool to see how far along the property has come. In March will be 1 year that we've owned this property, and we've really put a lot of work into making this property more cozy and relaxing. We've had some trees that we've cut down, and it's gonna take some time to get it where we really want it at, but it's been fun and exciting. All right, so we were down to just this bottom little thing of wood, and then I gathered wood around the property today and that tree and little trees and cut them up and put them here so they could hopefully dry out and we could have nice little fires. Come on. Come on. Last weekend when we were up here, there was this little cat that came and hung out with us all weekend, and so she keeps trying to come back. We didn't have Callie last weekend. We had our cousin's dog last weekend with us, but we try to keep him put away because my cousin's little girl really liked to play with him, or play with the cat. So when I pulled up yesterday, the cat was like super excited that I had shown up, and Callie like scared the crap out of it. There's a lot of stray dogs out here, like people, because it's out like in the country, people just kind of like let their dogs roam and wander wherever. And so a couple times she tried to come yesterday and Callie was out, but then my dad will feed the stray dogs when he comes in just to give them food and stuff like that. And so they were following him around, and so they ended up coming onto my property, and the cat just was not having it, but she's back today. So I hope you enjoyed this little glimpse of what our December looked like. And now we are going to jump into present day with me and my daughter and my dad at the museum.
Oh, it went right by you, Mia.
He's got to put on his glasses so he can see.
I don't want anybody to know I'm not old. This is what I think is really cool.
Ooh. Yeah.
I've got a brass one too. There's Ivory Coast. So over here.
This little part of the exhibit is one of my favorite parts. It's very interactive. I think it's called like the something of wonder. I can't even remember. But it's very interactive. You're able to touch a lot of the things that they have on display, which I think is really cool. And then it ended up being such a nice day that we jumped on the train that is at Herman Park right across the street from the museum and went to the zoo. I actually just learned this. I don't know how I just learned this. We used to go to the zoo all the time, and we used to go to the museum all the time. The train, if you pick up and jump on the train from like in front of the museum or the other stops that it has along the way before you get to the zoo, it's actually free. All this time we were walking back and forth unless we bought a train ticket. So if you're in the Houston area and you didn't know that, now you know. The last time that we had gone to the zoo was before COVID, so it's been a while since we've been, and the museum and the zoo are doing a lot of upgrades. So there are some exhibits that we really love that were kind of closed but should be opening soon. But I'm really excited to see the new exhibits that they have coming out. And if you're ever in the Houston area, I highly recommend the museum district and stopping and looking around at the different places they have in that area. All right, I tried to get cute angles and it's not happening. I should go get my tripod, but I'm not. So you're stuck with this crazy look. But if you stuck with us for this entire video, because I know it was everywhere, it's like 1 minute we're in the future, 1 minute we're in the past, 1 minute we're present. I don't know. But if you did stick around and you watched the entire video, thank you. And I'm going to go ahead and finish editing this video so I can get it up, and then we'll move on to the next one. What is that?
I don't know. I don't know how to wave my hand.
Just say bye.
Bye.